Hi, readers. Today we're going to review the strategy author's purpose. And writers write for a reason. One reason they write is to persuade, maybe to talk you into acting a certain way or thinking a certain way. Maybe they try to talk you into buying something. The second reason is to inform or to give you information about a topic so that you can learn. And then the third reason authors write is to entertain. A book or story might have characters and a problem and a solution. It might bring about laughter. And those books are to entertain. I've got a few examples. And Edward the Emu, that was written to entertain. The animal was switching places to live because he thought other animal places were better, and it was entertaining. This frozen banana yogurt bites, this is a recipe, and so that is informing you or telling you how to make that treat. So that is informational. And this is a real life emu. So it's a nonfiction text, and that is also giving you information. It has a diagram, photos, and it's describing or explaining emus. This last book, called One, is the bullying book where the author is trying to get you or to persuade you to be the one that stops bullying. So these are all examples of books to persuade. That would be One. The banana yogurt bites, that is to inform, explain to you how to do something. Edward the Emu, that was entertaining. And the nonfiction book on emus was to also inform. So today we're going to go a little deeper than that. And today, author's purpose can be shown by, does the author ask a question? If so, the purpose of the author's writing is to answer a question. Another reason that authors write is to describe something. Does the author use details to describe an object or an event? And then lastly, does the author give steps to show how something works? And that would be to explain, like the yogurt bites. Today, we're going to talk about the first purpose, and that's answer a question. So I'm going to read this passage, and then we're going to figure out the author's purpose. How do bats get around in the dark? It's so dark at night in caves, so bats have to use echolocation to travel. This is the act of sounds bouncing off of objects and back to the bat. It lets the bat know where objects are in the dark. So right away, this one has a question at the beginning. Not all texts are going to give you the question in the first sentence, but this author is wanting to answer that question. So we're going to talk about who, and the who would be bats. And what about bats? Bats use echolocation to travel, and when? During the night, and because it's dark and they can't see. So today what you're learning is that authors write for different reasons, and this author actually put a question so you know that the author's writing to answer a question. So the author's purpose is to answer that question, and the question is answered, bats use echolocation to travel during the night because it's dark and they can't see. So the author's purpose of this writing is to answer a question. So you are going to go to the next slide and try this on your own. And you are going to be answering the author's question about how do bats get around in the dark.